Tonight's episode of Band Chat is brought to you by Innocent Sword and their brand new badass single, Skull Crusher. Stay tuned to the end of this podcast so you can go check out the brand new lyric video we're attaching at the end. Alright, tonight guys, we have got Buried in Lies, episode 36, Band Chat, let's do this!
Hey, this is MG from Smoking Snakes and you're watching Band Chat.
Welcome back to Band Chat, everybody. My name is Bonny Freimuth. You guys know me. I am your hostess for Band Chats. And today I am bringing you a brand new band. You guys are going to love them. This is Buried in Lies. Welcome, guys. So please introduce yourselves. Tell me what you guys do in the band and a little bit about who you are.
Yeah, I'm Tyler. I do vocals for Buried in Lies.
I'm Andrew. I play the drum.
I'm Dan. I play lead guitar.
I'm Xavier, and I play rhythm guitar.
I was just saying, I literally came across this band on a on YouTube feed and was like, holy shit, who is this? And I had to have them on the show. You guys are utterly amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your band. How long have you guys been together? And tell me about what you guys are up to right now.
So we've been a band since
3 years, right?
3 years. About May of 2022 is when we got started. It was just kind of a project between me and Dan over here. And, we've just been kind of just staying busy. We're just getting ready to release a new EP currently in December on the 10th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, on the 10th. And then we're going to go on a little winter tour in like the kind of Midwesty area of the States and then come back and just keep working on new music right now.
So you guys definitely have like a very unique sound. I don't know. I'm a screamer myself, but dude, your voice is insane. Like,
Thank you.
I mean, your voice is literally insane. I wonder, like, how did you develop that?
Oh man, that's a crazy story unto itself because I did it during COVID, and actually, like, so, yeah, I know. I was a drummer before doing vocals, and my old band was getting ready to record like right as lockdowns were happening, and our singer quit, our vocalist quit, moved states and all that stuff, and so it was a whole story. And in the middle of kind of recording the drums, I went to a studio in Castle Rock to go record, and the whole time I had my guitar player in that band, and I just kind of looked at him and I said, well, what if I do the vocals? I already write a lot of the lyrics for this band. And he was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't see you doing that. And I used to just kind of just do like Knocked Loose, like kind of like Brian Garris yells. And slowly over time, about when Dan and I met, well, Dan looked me right in my eyes and said, I don't like that scream that you do. I like the lower yells that you do. The more, like you said, growls?
Growls, yeah.
Yeah, it's more guttural vocals, I guess. So I had to relearn to scream. So like I was doing like Knocked Loose kind of yells, and then I had to kind of like relearn how to do it, like doing like false chord vocals instead. So all of my vocals are like completely false chord like centric.
No, I mean, they're phenomenal. You guys really do bring kind of something new to the metal genre, and I loved it so much that I was like, I really have to get these guys on the show. We've got to talk about this. So you guys are releasing a new album next month?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an EP. Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that and your process in creating it.
Oof, that's been a very long process. I'm sure as you understand, like working on music, it takes a long time. You almost become a different person by the time you get to the end point.
Facts.
Like I think the song "Remembering You," that was one of the first songs that was written for the new EP. while we were getting ready to release our first one. So like the train's always moving, so to speak. And, it's just, it took so long to get to that point. And we had a couple like lineup changes. So our sound slowly changed as we were kind of moving forward. Does anyone else have input? I'm just the vocalist. I don't really know what when it comes to you're the production guy.
Basically before, like, we just also currently had another lineup change. I lost a member. He wrote some of not a good amount of what's on this current EP, and basically had some things in life he had to go take care of, so we had to quickly get another lineup change going. But we had about 12 songs we all wrote together, and we picked 6, and we went with the ones that sounded most consistent for the EP.
Mm-hmm.
Those lineup changes are really, they're so fucking hard, man, because not only are you like trying to train like, a new bandmate, but you're trying to bring in a new family member, and that's not always easy. And then your music changes. We're kind of going through the same shit. Like, I get it. We played with Saliva, I think it was like last month in Hollywood, and unfortunately our bass player couldn't make it, so we had to borrow a bass player and kind of like train wreck him. Thank God we pulled it off, but so that entire process is really, really difficult, and your fans don't always appreciate it. But what I will say about that is the experience of it, as well as like what that new person's going to bring. It could be, it could be a godsend. Like it's like the universe is just like, no, hang on, you guys need to evolve again. So it's not always a bad thing. It's just not easy on the bandmates.
Absolutely. Because like even now, like with bringing Xavier into the band here, because we legitimately we were kind of left in the air of going like, well, what do? We have, a tour coming up for this whole thing, and like we need someone that can play these songs. And he stepped up to the plate, and we've been kind of just easing into writing again for new material, just because this took so long. Like we were just genuinely exhausted from trying to record it and get it done. And like what he brings to the table already, just kind of vibing with Dan over here, that's been invaluable, honestly, because having someone who clicks like that is so rare.
Yes.
And our old guitar player, Taylor, he filled in for the show that we just played on Friday, and that was that was kind of like the same thing. Like when you met Taylor the first time, guys just clicked automatically. So our previous member who wrote a lot of this new EP coming up, while we're sad to see him go, it's just like it's allowing new influences and new things to come into the band that we really didn't get to explore on this new one. But like I'm still genuinely like just excited that it's coming out.
We even he's not here at the moment, but we brought in basically our old bass player too, because the old guitar player also did a lot of our clean vocals, and our song Pressure was a mixture of both their vocals and our old bass player that just rejoined Christian's vocals. So we're like, well, what are we going to do about clean vocals? So he was happy to jump back on, do our clean vocals, and play bass again, because after he departed for a while, we were just having backing track bass there for every show. But yeah, it's like with this new lineup, it's looking pretty good, pretty excited.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something to be said about, those relationships that I don't think people understand. Like, it is literally a family environment when you are in a band, you guys are writing together, you perform together. And if somebody leaves, it is fucking devastating. Like, it's really, really difficult. I know I had another singer in this band for a while. And when she departed, I had to pick up both sides. So both clean and my scream shit. And I remember the first 2 practices, man, I just broke down in tears because, like, you can't replace that. but we've maintained a really, really amazing relationship. And it was because of her that, in her influence on me, her timing, that, I was able to continue to go. So I don't think I'd be where I am now, if I didn't have that experience. You know what I mean? So it's really cool to hear that you guys still have that relationship with this person and that you can bring them back.
Mhm.
And then too, it's that whole stress of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. We have a tour coming up. What are we gonna do? you know?
Oh yeah, totally. Like even that show that we just played at the Black Sheep in Colorado Springs, that was a basically sold out show.
Pretty much, yeah.
And for me, especially, like, I did, like, besides like the singing parts, I'm doing like 99% of the vocals, and I'm not used to that anymore. Like having our former member who would also do streams and stuff, and then we would do like back and forth because like that's the kind of the problem that you run into writing everything in like a recording program. Not everything is realistic. It's to like
translate live.
to translate live. And so I would tell him like, hey dude, like you're gonna need to like do this part because like I genuinely can't do it. I like it's just too much, whatever. And that was a big like stressor for me of like, fuck, am I even gonna be able to do it live like that? And
I get it. I
It was-
get it. Well,
yeah,
well
and-
stated too. Because fuck
Yeah.
me, if I'm like, oh my god, I got a clean sing. Like I'm really raspy. I have a vocal range from here to here, and if I got to step outside of that, I feel fucked. But at the end of the day, what it's really done in all my anxiety is it's taught me that I can learn other vocal ranges and I can sing clean and I actually have a clean voice, but I would have never known that if I didn't have to go through the bullshit of finding it out.
Oh, exactly. It pushes you to like find other ways to like perform. Like you said, you find new aspects of your range. Like for me, it was more like like figuring out, okay, like I can't do this, so how do I translate it to maybe making it part of the performance?
Yes.
Because I gassed myself out after like 3 songs out of a 7-song set, and I was like, oh no, I'm struggling. But it was a good experience because it's like knowing now, okay, like we can move forward with me doing like 99% of the vocals again, and like now it's just figuring out when I need to back off or like when I can push it a little bit more. And that's the crazy thing with recording nowadays, like because we haven't played a lot of the new songs yet for the new EP. I'm like a little stressed out with like how they're going to translate live for me vocally because there is a lot of vocals.
So you must be like me, where I'm very, very fortunate that, well, we record differently than most bands. Most bands do their own tracks, separately. My band does not. We play live, we practice live, so we record live, and we're all, I'm in my own beautiful ass, soundproof room, singing. I can hear them, but they are playing live, and so translating things for us is easy because what you hear, especially with our new stuff, is exactly what you're going to hear on stage. And the only way that we could have done that was, and we've tried the separate tracks and it just doesn't work for us. We don't get it. Like, so we literally will record live so that I have the opportunity to sound the same live, hopefully better, as I do. So if somebody's buying my CD, they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and it's been a
that's
lot of
very
work.
cool. I really like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like bands that do that. That can still just get into a room and track everything all at once, and it just comes out beautifully.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
And luckily,
like that.
we're also one of those that like don't fuck it up. Like, don't fuck it up. Don't overthink it. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes just going in and doing most of our shit is one track, like one time. We have rarely done like a second or third take ever, and it's because we just don't believe in like everything doesn't have to be fucking perfect. It
Mhm.
just has to sound good. And sometimes our first take around the rawness of it, the literal, like, freshman brand new sound of it, it is better than us trying to perfect every damn thing, because we'd be there for days, So
I completely like agree with you, because I'm the same way when it comes to my vocals. I'm not someone who likes to do 1,000 layers of like layering like scream vocals. Like we do like a high or a low together to like emphasize a part, but predominantly I'm like I do like 1 or 2 tracks of just those vocals. And I don't like to sit there and keep doing multiple takes, because after a while, like, well, your voice starts to get tired.
yeah,
But like, my big thing is I don't want to lose the emotion of the parts. And especially when it comes to the voice, that's supposed to be emotional. So
yes.
even on like Remembering You, the song that we just put out, I can't remember which part specifically. I think it's the chorus where I repeat the line. My voice kind of breaks a little bit, and I purposely leave it into the song. I told the producer, like, leave it in, because that is real. It's real. And this EP is especially like lyrically and like just thematically is extremely emotional. And that is like something that was so important to me, is to leave that human element into the voice.
Yeah, I love that. What's the name of the EP?
It's called Finding Beauty in Pain.
Love that. When's it coming out?
Was that?
When is it coming out?
December 10th.
So I would like to reserve the right to bring you guys back on and do an exclusive album drop and release program. I would love that. So tell me where you guys are from. Are you under management right now? Like, what's your current situation looking like?
So we have a booking agent for like handling like the tours and stuff. They're called Nocturnal Ambitions, based out of Nevada.
And where are you guys based?
We are based in Colorado.
Colorado.
Colorado specifically.
I've been dying to play Colorado. I would love to come there and play a couple of shows. Like, would love that.
Where are you guys located, actually?
We're in Washington State.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
You guys should definitely come down. Like, yeah, like, because we did a show with Dark Watch. They're from Washington.
Yeah,
State.
Dark Watch. It's Austin Dickey's band. He lives out there.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you guys should definitely like come down to Colorado, come hang out, and like we can like set something up. That'd be so cool.
We would love that, actually. Washington State's got some cool venues, but unfortunately, the Pacific Northwest, we're watching our venues close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad. It's not just lack of attendance, which it really is, but it's also like rents are going up. People just don't have the money. It's a really sad thing to see, and we've played some of the best venues in Washington State, all the way up to Seattle. We love it here. But the truth is we're in the midst of trying to get out of here and go, we go to Hollywood every year. We go do all that stuff, San Diego, and it's a lot of fun, but we want to get to places we've never been. So I would love that. And I would love to bring you guys here. I think it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be sick. Yeah, that's kind of been like the goal for this next year, especially, is not playing our home state as much, and just kind of like trying to do like weekender tours and save time off for like a week or two in the summer right now. And that's been possible, thankfully, due to the booking agent.
Hey, booking agent,
and
I got a one.
And then even like they're called Nocturnal Ambitions. I think it's his name's Jeffrey. I'd have to, if I can remember his last name, but
that's okay. Jeffrey, call me anyway.
Yeah.
So guys,
I could send you his information if you want.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I'm always looking for new opportunities. I'm also looking for other bands. And then two, I've got a booking agent friend over in Wyoming. I know you're watching right now. And so if you are, see these guys, you need to go and listen. These guys are amazing. They remind me a lot of the band Repent. And I was really amazed. I was really amazed when I saw you guys. You guys' stage presence really was commanding. I flipped through a lot of shit on Facebook, at 3:00 in the fucking morning, and you guys just made me stop in my tracks. There is something totally different about you. And I don't know if it's because your music was a little different. I don't know, but each one of your bandmates, each one of you guys had a commanding presence that just made me stop. And, that it doesn't happen with me very often. I don't know, like what has influenced you all to be, in a metal band now? Like, how did you get here?
I mean, I think for me it was just like I just like to I was always like a poetry person. Like I loved writing poetry. I loved lyrics. And I think for me, like when I got into, I think specifically when like I got into a band called During Grave from Japan, that's when I was like, okay, this is what I want to do, and that's the band that continues to just constantly push me to keep going. Because one of my long-term goals in life is to go to Japan to like play music. Yeah, like I mean, the unrealistic expectation of playing upon Budokan would be crazy. But for me,
see, and that's just the thing. That's one of the reasons I started Band Chat, was because you think these are unreal expectations, and you find yourself a year from now, and you're in fucking Japan, and you're like, dude, this was a dream of mine. There is nothing out there, worse than your own mind. And I'm finding that all these bands suffer from the same thing. All the people that I interview, there's like this set expectation of what our lives are supposed to look like. And then we have these expectations of ourselves, and we're like, yeah, that's not achievable. I'm a 4-time, Washington State Independent Music Award Grammy winner. And there's no fucking way you could have told me that this was possible a year ago. So part of Band Chat is to bring the reality up to your expectations. You guys want to go to Japan, get your fucking real IDs, get your passports, because I'm telling you, in a year from now, this is entirely possible. And we have a lot of people that watch this show, a lot of A&R reps, a lot of, people in the industry, and you never know. You never know where you're going to be a year from now. So I would get prepared now, because that dream is definitely going to become a reality.
I've already got my passport, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, we're all working on it.
What about the rest of you guys? What
And what about the rest of y'all?
Yeah, what about the rest of you?
All right. So when I was a kid, one of my uncles showed me a video of Ozzy with Zakk Wylde, and I thought that was like kick ass. So I've always like wanted to be a guitarist after that. And that's really it.
He is an amazing artist, amazing person, and to watch him go from Ozzy and then to continue to perform after Ozzy and now with Pantera, the man is absolutely insane. I mean, just one of the coolest birds on the frickin' planet. I can't wait to actually talk to this guy.
I actually got to meet him once. It's pretty cool.
No shit.
Yeah.
Meeting your idols is crazy, right?
Right, yeah.
I've met quite a few of my idols. Some, defied expectations, and others I was like, oh, okay, like, okay, cool. But in meeting him, is he really like ginormously tall, or does it just look like that on TV?
He's just a bit taller than me. I'm like 5'11". He's like 6 foot, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, he just looks like, a Sebastian Bach, like 9 feet tall. Maybe it's just his persona. I don't know. Anyway, what about the rest of you?
Right.
Yeah, what about you, Andrew?
I've been playing in bands since I was around 16, 17. And just here locally in our hometown. And actually, Xavier here was the guitar player for one of my bands about 8 years ago called Severed Reputation. So we already have musical synergy. So bringing him on was like, it just feels natural. I'm literally his favorite drummer to play with. So that's, just having that makes it so much easier, because it's like, like you said, with family and everything, it's like we may have lost a family member, but we got another one that's already so close to us. So that, and I started in like high school. Well, I started playing drums like 15 years ago. I'm 32, so it's been quite a long time. I heard Born of Osiris's EP for the first time, and that was the moment that I literally was like, I want to play drums like that. And ever since, I've just been chasing it, trying to find that one right band to where we can get to even the point that we're at right now with Buried in Lies. So yeah, it's just been a crazy journey for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about synergy, man. That is a very universal thing. I think some of the best advice, I've ever been given on this show was, find your people. And finding your people is not always easy. And sometimes you have to go through others that actually, excel you as a artist, because they of their contribution, but they're just not right for, one reason or another. And you never know, people leave bands for whatever reason. And then later on, when you're able to find that right person, you start realizing how grateful you were for those people, and their time with you, because it's making you into a much better band. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to find somebody that you've already played with and then bringing them in, it's rare. But when it happens, it's badass because you already know what to expect from that person,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you? I see you over there. You haven't said anything. Hi.
Hi. It's kind of the same thing for me. Like, I never used to play guitar like a lot. I started when I was maybe 11 or 12, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, but I knew that I wanted to be involved in music somehow. And then it wasn't until about high school that I actually met this guy, and me and him formed our first band together after he discovered that I played guitar. He asked me to join into his project, and that just kind of like gave me a whole like brand new dream of like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, is just play music, and it's really nice to be where I am now with the influences from both Tyler and Andrew, since I was in bands with both of them, getting to learn some of the music that I ended up discovering, and through them I was able to find like my particular sound with guitar, and that's just what I've been working with ever since. And after their old member left and they thought of me to ask me to rejoin, I thought that'd be a great opportunity to be able to work with my past band buddies, especially the people that I worked with very well with the most, and be able to finally like put in that dream that me and Tyler have always talked about since our first band in high school.
Since we were both like 17, 18.
Yeah.
We live in a small town.
Very small town.
So how did you guys find your sound? Like, so you guys have played in different bands and you have your own influences, but somehow you come together, and you've developed a sound of your own, which again, stopped me in my tracks. I was like, holy shit. How did you guys develop this sound?
That's
I don't even know.
that's a bit of a loaded question because
I'm good at that.
let's see, because like
I know a really big part of it is definitely like our similarities with our music tastes.
I agree.
And how they like clash very well together. So that's a huge part of it.
I kind of really started the forefront at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say once we got Andrew solidified as like the permanent drummer, that's when we were kind of really able to, I guess, experiment a little bit more. Like, because we had a couple songs out before Andrew joined the band, and it was like just basically just me and Dan writing everything, and I would kind of just sit there and go, all right, take this part and do this. And then he would tell me, I don't like that vocal part you did, do something different. And I'm like, okay,
No, which is really important.
It's just
It's really important. And not to interrupt you, but
okay.
I wish someone had done that with me earlier in my career, because if they had just said, no, I don't like this part, why don't we try this? Like, I wasn't one to experiment very much. I was pretty, on a even keel. And then having a producer come in and be like, okay, we're going to do this. Let's try this. Why don't we, try a little harder, like push a little, like, let's go up a vocal range. If somebody had done that with me earlier in my career, constructive criticism, I probably would have been further than where I am now. So I appreciate what you're saying there. Again, not to.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally. It's imperative to have things like that. Someone just kind of willing to be able to tell you like, hey, that kind of sucks. Maybe try this. Like, you know, there was times, especially like when I've known Dan since 2018, but we didn't really start playing in a band
Like 2022, right?
2022, like when it got serious. And I had never really worked with him as like being the vocalist. I remember we met up and I was still playing drums. And when we kind of started working on the songs, like he would just be like, hey, like, I don't know about that part. And I'm like, damn, dog, I have feelings, you know? But at the end of the day, like, being able to tell each other, like, that I don't like that part, maybe we can try something else, and not getting your feelings kind of hurt, you know, you get it.
No, I mean, it's so important that you guys have the ability to talk to one another like grown-ass adults, and nobody's going to take offense to it. And at the end of the day, you have a better result because you guys communicated. And why I'm like this, listen.
Yeah.
That in itself is what makes bands, it's a difference between being good and fucking great. And having the ability to speak to one another, even if it's like, this sucks, let's try this. At least they're coming, you know, they're meeting you halfway, they're contributing something. And you know what if it doesn't work? That's fine. At least you gave it a shot. I mean, there's so many bands out there that just don't have the ability to respect one another in the sense of communication, and it's fucking massive. It literally can change the dynamic of your entire band. So I love what you just said.
Absolutely. And like, it's always been kind of hard to describe like what we sound like to people. So we just say metalcore for the most part. But like, when you really kind of look at like everything that people bring to the table, you know, like Dan plays like these crazy, like Zach Wild kind of leads. And, you know, Andrew's a very technical drummer.
Yeah, I come from a background of like metalcore, and when like Gent blew up, I was like, oh my god, and then him,
Yeah, that's where I came from too.
we were like, oh, we want to do these very rhythmical, technical parts, and when we joined our old band together, we just like immediately were like, boom, yeah, freaking genty stuff and polyrhythms and all that fun shit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
There's definitely nothing plain about you guys. You can hear how technical you guys are, and I loved that. Like, again, stop me. I was like, oh shit, people need to hear about these guys. So, yeah, I mean, you can hear that you guys have put a lot of time in, but the you know, when you stop and listen to the individual parts, you can tell how talented each one of your members are. And that's also rare for me too, because usually there's somebody picking somebody else up, and individually you guys have got it fucking kicking. I love this band so much. Love it so much.
Thank you.
Guys, we only have a few minutes left. So while I have you, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you online? And so we know the album is coming out in December. Where are we going to be able to find that? And then again, I'd love to have you back on the show, and let's do an album drop.
Yeah, let's totally do that. So it's just Buried in Lies on Facebook and Instagram. It's super easy to find. And you can find the album on, let's see, we actually have a copy of the CD right now because we're getting ready for it.
Oh, look at that.
So,
oh, I want that.
Yeah,
I want that. Send it to me. Send me that.
Yeah.
Look at that. You guys have a nice package going on.
Oh, thank you.
That's very well done.
And it's through our label here in Colorado called Auricular Impalement.
You guys are signed too?
It's an indie label, but yeah, basically, it's like a distribution deal.
Indie labels are just as badass as any.
Absolutely.
This guy has,
And then sometimes even better because they have better distribution and understanding of their artists.
I
So that's
absolutely agree.
yeah, he's literally like helped a lot of the logistics of this album come along in such a short amount of time. Like, we're so thankful for him.
So I can send you the link for like because he's getting vinyl made for us.
Okay.
I can do that too. But when we get the rest of the CDs in, if you want, send me your information. I can totally mail one to you.
Yeah, we're shopping labels right now too, and I can't believe how difficult this is. I had massive, big, huge management recently over this last year, and unfortunately, they weren't able to shop us the way that I'm shopping us right now. It's a lot of fucking work. and he is absolutely amazing. And I'll say nothing but his good graces. But at the end of the day, like when it really comes down to it, it's really up to you what you do with your music to promote yourself, to get out there.
Exactly.
It's really up to you. You know what I mean? You've got to be your best advocate. And it looks like, based upon what I just saw, you guys really understand your fucking assignment and you're nailing it. And so you send me all those links. I'm going to put them in the description below. So before I let you guys go, I don't want this to hang up on you because this program is rude as fuck and it just hangs up when it wants to. So tell me, you guys, like, give me a positive affirmation for people listening in on Metal Cross Radio or watching us here on YouTube. Tell them, give them something positive that would help them if they want to be in a band just like yourselves.
That if you can dream it, honestly, you can make it happen.
Yeah, and never stop doing anything that, like, if you love this and you want to pursue it, if you love it enough, you'll be able to make it happen. And even if there's fallouts or things like we've been through, lineup changes, all that, as long as you keep pushing, you're gonna keep that train rolling.
Just don't give up.
Yeah, never give up.
Just don't give up. That it sounds cliche, but we've been through it, and it's true. It's absolutely true. Just never give up. Like, I didn't think I could be a vocalist, and here I am.
If you think it's a bad idea, do it.
Real. Well, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this video because when you guys get back from Japan one day, I'm going to replay this to you and remind you the badasses that you guys are. Everybody, Buried in Lies. You guys have got to go check them out. Go like, subscribe, share, go comment, go buy their shit. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I can't wait for the podcast to come out. I can't wait to hear this new album. I want a copy like now. Send me a shirt too because I will blast that shit. And I just want to tell you guys, like, if you're able to stop me in my tracks, you guys have, it's the plethora of people that you're going to stop. You have something really amazing going on here. And, for people that, think they can't do this, you guys are the reason why, that proves it differently. You guys are living the dream. You're doing it well. And I just appreciate the shit out of you. So thank you so much for being here. And I will see you out on the road soon.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having us.
Bye.
See you later.
And with that, our metalhead friends, we have just put another notch on the podcast headboard. And that one was badass. Buried in Lies. Put it on your tongue, you guys. Go look them up. Go follow, like, subscribe, share. You guys have got to meet these guys. They're absolutely amazing. If you are here on YouTube or you're returning on YouTube, thank you guys so much for being here. You are the reason that we continue to bring the green room in your living room every single Friday night, 8 o'clock. But if you are listening on Metal Cross Radio, we just want to thank you so much for joining us. We've got a little surprise for you here in just a moment. But guys, I'd like to remind you that this is an ongoing series. And next week, I am bringing you the woman. I swear to God, this is one of the best interviews I've ever done. You're going to love her. From Los Angeles, California, guys, I am bringing you Alexandra. All right, for all of you at Metal Cross Radio, this is the world premiere of our brand new single from Innocent Sworn. This is going to be Skull Crusher. And for those of you on YouTube, you can go and watch this anywhere, but we thought we would just drop it right here for your viewing pleasure, the lyric video. So from all of us at Innocent Sworn and Innocent Sworn Band Chat, don't forget to turn that volume to 13, keep those horns up high, and we will see you next week. Good night! Skull Crusher!
Dreams laying on the floor. Every year make me scream and moan. Available now anywhere you download music.